Bringing Yellowstone's unique natural beauty to the screen would have been impossible without the tireless help of the local experts that know it like the back of their hand. Each has their own story to tell.
Howdy, my name is Mike Kasic. I'm the sound recordist for the Yellowstone programs. I live in Livingston, Montana, just north of Yellowstone National Park, right by the Yellowstone River.
Being a sound recordist isn't the only thing that I do. My friends say that I'm half fish.
Yeah, he's half fish.
I like to spend my days swimming in the Yellowstone River. I just let the current take me. And sometimes when I want to stop, I catch an eddy, just like the fish. This is the Yellowstone River. This is the same river that flows out of the heart of Yellowstone, past geysers and bison to just outside my door. This is heavy traffic.
Sometimes I have to share the water.
Brr. This is the heart of the wild. A lifeblood that courses through wilderness and ends in the prairie. Not a single dam holds back its waters. It is the longest free-flowing river around. It is what many rivers long to be, unstoppable. This is the West as it was meant to be. One of the reasons I love to do this is because beneath the waves swims a creature that I've grown fond of, the Yellowstone cutthroat trout. They just have an aura about them. With big red slits under their jaws, they are simply unmistakable. The Yellowstone cutthroat trout is the soul of this river. It's been here for thousands of years. They're a wild animal. They're in an underwater wilderness that is spectacular and amazing. And I think it's the best part of Yellowstone. I know it's a little quirky, but looking for fish is what I like to do. When I'm in the river, I see the world from a fish's point of view. When they look up, what they're looking for is food.
This is the Mother's Day caddisfly hatch. Trout food.
This is another of the Yellowstone's amazing events. I'm swimming along and there's not a fly to be seen. And suddenly, there's millions. And a few hours later, it's back to nothing. Caddisflies are not the only food in this river. Many animals need the cutthroat trout to survive. Ospreys, grizzly bears, otters, the list goes on. But the more I see this world like the cutthroat sees it, the more I see that things are not quite right. Long ago, the U.S. Fish Commission wanted more fish in Yellowstone for sport fishing, so they stocked 310 million fish from Scotland and the Great Lakes. And one of the fish they chose was the lake trout. The trouble with lake trout is they like to eat cutthroat. In fact, 80 to 90% of their diet is cutthroat trout. I'm not sure how cutthroats like these stand a chance. The cutthroat are up against a lot of things besides lake trout. Warming river temperatures, pollution, industrial development. And if they can survive all these things, will they then survive being gobbled up by lake trout?
This is a Yellowstone Lake. It's at nearly 2,200 meters. Right here is Carrington Island, which is the primary spawning grounds for the lake trout. And it's the kind of site of the big battle that the biologists and the National Park Service has going against these fish. So this is the National Park Service boat. It's a drift gill net boat. And they are out here gilling, fishing for lake trout.
By the end of the season, they will have taken about 350,000 lake trout out of Yellowstone Lake. It's hard to see so many fish dying, but watching a species disappear would be even harder. They caught this fish before she had time to spawn this year. They're getting many more fish every year, so they're making progress, but they haven't won the war by any means. But now the cutthroat trout are spawning, one of the natural world's most fantastic spectacles. These fish swim up this creek every year to spawn, and it is here in their native gravel that more fish will begin the cycle again. With that, there's hope. There's hope that against all odds, these fish will survive. In 1,000 years, I hope the cutthroat trout will swim these waters. The river is more than just its water. The Yellowstone is a river flowing fast and free, like no other. A wilderness underwater. I need this kind of wilderness. I need it for my heart to beat right. Take it away, I think we all lose the ability to understand the world. The secret to swimming in the river is to let go. Let the river take you, wherever that may be. I think that is a lesson we could all learn from. I guess for now, I just feel lucky that I've had the chance to swim in a wild river with the Yellowstone cutthroat trout.